Hi everyone, welcome to Hello Spoken English, speaking to you from Toronto. I am your host, Anne. How are you guys today? I am great. Today, we will practice listening skills with the clip from 8 minutes and 46 seconds to 9 minutes and 23 seconds into the movie.
It'll be $12, Chief. If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab.
Let's do that.
Rock and roll.
So how'd you two hear about this place?
Excuse me?
Like to come here often?
Oh my God.
So how long have you worked here?
Me, too long. Way too long.
You mean longer than today?
Let's check it line by line.
It'll be $12, Chief.
Did you get it? The bartender put something on the table and it got noisier. I will let you listen one more time.
It'll be $12, Chief.
He said it'd be $12, Chief. He wanted to say it politely, so he used would, not it is $12. How can he make the sounds? He said it'd instead of it would. As I mentioned before, native speakers prefer to use shorter forms. I think you guys use the form in your language when you speak to your friends. It'd be. It'd be. If we say it by pronunciation, it'd be $12, Chief. It'd be $12, Chief. Please listen and repeat.
It'll be $12, Chief.
Please speak like a native speaker in a loud voice.
It'll be $12, Chief.
The next line.
If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab.
What did he say?
If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab.
He said, if it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab. You can see the picture of tab on the screen. Here, the sub-main idea is first. If it's how, easier. And the main idea is, I can just add. Add what? It. And where? To your dinner tab. How can we make the sounds like him? If it's. It's easier. It's easier. Easier I. Easier I. If it's easier I. If it's easier I. Just add it to. Just add it to. If we write it by pronunciation, if it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab. If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab. Please listen and repeat.
If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab.
I hope everybody is repeating the sentence. I fully understand it's not easy for you the first time, but if you try to keep repeating them, you can jump over the barrier and then your English will move up to the next level. Listen again and repeat it in a confident voice.
If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab.
And next,
Let's do that.
Rock and roll.
Philip replied, let's do that. And the bartender said, rock and roll. Rock and roll as an expression means an eagerness or enthusiasm to do or start something. It's quiz time. Woohoo! Philip said something to two women.
So how'd you two hear about this place?
Can you tell me what he said? I will show you the supporting idea. You need to fill in the blank.
So how'd you two hear about this place? So how'd you two hear about this place?
The answer is, how'd you two hear? I think it's not easy to hear the D sound. Here, the D is did. You can ask me, how can I know it is did? It could also be would. You are right, but we know the D is did because of the context. How can we make the sounds like him? How'd you? How'd you? Hear about. Hear about. About this. About this. If we speak it by pronunciation, how'd you two hear about this place? How'd you two hear about this place? Let's listen and repeat.
So how'd you two hear about this place?
Please keep repeating in a loud voice.
So how'd you two hear about this place?
Next.
Excuse me?
Like to come here often?
Oh my God.
A woman said, "Excuse me?" Philip told them again, "Like, do you come here often?" And then they replied, "Oh my God." How did Philip make the sounds? Like do. Like do. Hear often. Hear often. If we write it by pronunciation, like, do you come here often? Like, do you come here often? Please listen and repeat after him.
Like to come here often?
And if possible, please be Philip and act and say it like him in a loud voice.
Like to come here often?
The next line.
So how long have you worked here?
I think it's not difficult to listen, but if you can't repeat the sentence exactly the same after hearing it, you need to practice more because there is a big gap between understanding and speaking exactly. I will let you listen one more time. Please check whether you can speak it exactly or not.
So how long have you worked here?
He said, "How long have you worked here?" Worked here. Worked here. How long have you worked here? Please listen and repeat.
So how long have you worked here?
Speak it in a loud voice, please.
So how long have you worked here?
The last line.
Me too long. Way too long.
You mean longer than today?
The bartender said, "Me too long. Way too long." Here, way means to a great degree. So, the meaning of way too long is extremely long. Philip asked, "You mean longer than today?" He is very confused because the bar was his home yesterday. So he asked, "Longer than today?" Listen and repeat, please.
Me too long. Way too long.
You mean longer than today?
Please try to say it like the bartender and Philip.
Me too long. Way too long.
You mean longer than today?
After class, we want you to shadow the original audio at least 10 times a day. Please leave your comments on our blog or subscribe to our lectures, and then we will send you the file in script. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow at the speaking lecture. Have a good one.
It'll be $12, Chief. If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab.
Let's do that.
Rock and roll.
So how'd you two hear about this place?
Excuse me?
Like to come here often?
Oh my God.
So how long have you worked here?
Need too long. Way too long.
You mean longer than today?
It'll be $12, Chief. If it's easier, I can just add it to your dinner tab.
Let's do that.
Rock and roll.
So how'd you two hear about this place?
Excuse me?
Like to come here often?
Oh my God.
So how long have you worked here?
Need too long. Way too long.
You mean longer than today?